もしも誰かを好きになったら銀河に夢をこぎ出すでしょう。もしも誰かを好きになったら星にも悪くまた会えたね。踊らせましょう。
The dramatic adventure continues in Sakura Wars 2! After a long wait, it's finally here! The dramatic adventure continues in Sakura Wars 2!
再び参ります。
Welcome everyone to a amazing Shiro show. Amazing Shiro show. I want to say and announce that Sakura Wars 2, the fan translation is now available for everyone to download and play now, in both English and Portuguese, right? Well,
it's a great day to be a Saturn fan today, everybody.
Yes, we're finally here.
It's going to be available in Portuguese shortly on Sega Extreme, but for now you can download it from a link that's on Pat's story on the website, which just went live moments ago. So,
no, we are hyped.
Thanks for joining us, everybody, for this really fun announcement. And we got a lot more to talk about too. Really, it's been a huge week for fan translations on Saturn.
And this definitely capped it out for sure. Like, oh, budget or buttery shadow drops, definitely buttery, definitely buttery.
super buttery. Thanks for that, Wiener Bob.
Yep, we want to give us amazing shouts out and congratulations to the Sakura Wars 2 team. They allowed us to graciously allowed us to show it off and talk about it on the show and coordinate the release of it with them. So we can't thank them enough. They're amazing.
And of course, a huge thanks just for translating the game. They've been working on it for years now.
Yeah, no, it's been a long road, but it's finally here. People can now enjoy Sakura Wars 2 and play it in both English and Portuguese. So that's pretty amazing.
There's a separate Portuguese team that coordinated with the English patching team, and so they kind of both worked in tandem on it over these last couple of years, and they're launching them both at once today. So as soon as the show is over, go download it and play it and have fun, or catch up on the show later, I guess.
Yes. And then we will be also playing it on the show after the main show and all the news, other stuff. But yeah, we have a lot of Sakura Wars stuff in the background here. We got the VHS, got a bunch of stuff. You can see I like Sakura Wars with the jacket. I like Sakura Wars a little bit, just a tiny bit.
A little bit. I mean, so do I, but I don't have anything around me. I do have a bunch of Sakura Wars stuff, but I don't have any tables or anything around me to set stuff on.
Just
I have
Pudgy
awesome
hand you
figures.
Hand you
just hold stuff.
Hand you a figure. Yeah, just give her your figure or something like that.
She walked away. That's okay. She doesn't have to do that.
Right.
But I'm glad that you're representing with all the Sakura Wars merch over on your side of the couch, Pat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dave could not join us for the celebrations. He had to take his kid up to camp or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a scouting thing.
Yeah, scouting thing. Yeah, but we miss him and we wish he was here. I know it's definitely difficult. So, but I'm glad. Hopefully he's here with us, the spirit, because we love him and we hope to see him on the next show. Sure, but yeah, I was talking about the translation. We brought this up a while ago. I think it was about 2019 when we first sort of showed off the first Sakura Wars game. So we basically showed off. We basically had the video, we showed off the fan translation, so shout out Noah Steam, and we're able to have people enjoy Sakura Wars, and now it's out there. And then years later, after after many years, even doing the demo for the Sega Stream Anniversary competition, they finally released it, and I'm incredibly happy that it got a announcement and release, because this game is amazing.
I mean, yeah, I love Sakura Wars 1. I, of course, didn't play it until I played the fan translation from essentially this same team. It's mostly the same people that have returned, is my understanding. And
Yes.
so I played that translation a little bit after it came out. It was like spring of 2020, I think. So it was about 5 years ago now. And it just immediately became one of my favorite Saturn games. So I've been looking forward for half a decade to being able to play the sequel, and now it's finally out. I did get a little bit of a sneak peek at it earlier today. I was playing it for a little bit, and they of course did an amazing job, just as they did with the first game. From what I played so far, the game itself is cool. They seem like they really added a lot of like new mechanics and stuff to spice up the visual novel stuff. You're not just clicking through dialogue boxes, and you're not just a dialogue box pops up and you have a little bit of a timer to choose. Like now they throw in wrinkles like, well, if you wait a little longer in the timer, then a new dialogue option will pop up, or your dialogue option will change, or like there's just some different wrinkles that they threw in there, and it's pretty cool to see how they were innovating the visual novel genre, as far as that half of the Sakura Wars game, the other half being the tactical strategy. Back in 1998, this game is 27 years old, and we're finally getting to play it.
Don't even tell me that. It's weird to think about.
A long time ago. The anniversary of its launch wasn't like about a week or two ago, so I mean it's very, very close.
Very, very close. So yeah, 27 years of Sakura Wars. Or Sakura Wars 2, I think, specifically, right?
Sakura Wars 2, right. Sakura Wars 2 came out in April of 1998 in Japan.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very awesome. The game is amazing. For those that don't know, basically it continues on Sakura Wars 2. You play as Ogami, and after returning after the events of Sakura Wars 1, getting some overseas training, you went to like an empty sort of the empty theater. Yeah, theater. I couldn't think of that word. Empty theater. Sorry,
Take a key.
It's been a long day for sure. Getting all this sorted. So
yeah.
So yeah, and you meet up with your waifu, whoever you pick in the beginning, and then introduce a couple new team members. Orihime Soletta, which is a Japanese-Italian member that doesn't really take a liking to Ogami too much.
No, she is tsundere to the max. She's like Sumire turned up to an 11. It's wild. So you're gonna have to like really work to thaw her out.
She makes what's her name look like look nice in comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, Sumire looks tame by comparison.
Exactly.
Jeez. And then the other one's Remy, correct?
Yeah, Remy Milchstrasse? This is Milk Street. Okay.
Don't ask me how to pronounce it.
Milchstrasse. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna say why is her name Milk Street, but it probably makes as much sense as Rennie. Why did I put Remy? Sorry, Rennie Milchstrasse. Sorry, I missaw that. My eyes.
Good.
It means Milk Street indeed. So
Your eyes are tearing up from happiness, right?
Exactly. Remember the European Star Division with extraordinary spirit powers known as a Wunderkind, which is Wonder Child.
Wunderkind. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Wunderkind.
Wonder Kid, Wonder Child.
Okay. You're the German expert, not me. Pero hablar español.
Yeah. So you can and then of course the original cast returns. So if you want to continue your waifu ship with them, you can do that.
Yeah, if you have a save file from the first game, I believe it reads it and like transfers over who you got an ending with. And I think it even gives you some bonus scenes if you do have a save file versus like starting a brand new, Sakura Wars 2 file without a Sakura Wars 1 file. So it's kind of a little bonus. It kind of reminds me of like the Yakuza games do now. They give you a little bonus if they see another Yakuza save file on your hard drive.
Yeah, which is ironic since this game definitely has an interesting relationship with the Yakuza games. where they essentially took the original game's formula and they swapped formulas for each game, which I think is really funny. So yeah, so the game is yeah, like I said, the game is out now. You can download it from Sega Extreme or the Portuguese dub. I think, did you put the link in the thing, or?
Yeah, link is in your story.
Okay,
like
I didn't see the link on there. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a Google Drive link right now. They're still sorting out getting their resource page up on Sega Extreme, but that should be up soon. And then we'll link to that instead in your story.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I see that. No worries. Yeah, but yeah, I just want to thank everybody. Gonna call up a name: Noah Steam, Trekkies Unite 118, Matt OB, Crouching Mouse, Natsumi 38, and Echo, Matatabi Mitsu, Bowl of Lentils, Burntons, Crouching Mouse, Matt OB, I said them again, my bad. Daihomo TT, John Q, Gongxian, Saturn Dave, let's see, and then CG Irakora, and then Shadow Mask, and I think Panda did some video editing too, and some of for the logo or something like that as well for the trailer.
Oh, okay, nice.
And the VO by Crouching Mouse, which again, Crouching Mouse kills it yet again.
Of course.
Love her voice acting, amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm. And she knows her Japanese too. She's a good
exactly,
editor,
yeah.
so.
But yeah, no, Soccer Wars is out. Please go download it now and then play it after the show, after we're done talking about it, and then when we play
we do
it,
have a lot more Saturn news to talk about today. By the way, how are you, Pat? We haven't really gotten to say our hellos yet today.
Pretty good. Like I said, it's been busy getting all the stuff Hannah said they had me do the Sega Saturn NTSC logo zap, all 10 frames. Hey, that's important.
Oh.
That's a good zinger one. So don't count yourself out, Panda Man. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, like I said, it's been a busy day getting all this sorted. I got a party to go to afterwards. After I do the stream and stuff. So
after this party,
yeah, a lot of different parties. So I'm excited. This has been a really good day for me. I'm excited to finally, after how long has it been since I announced the original? Was it like 6 years ago when we did the whole thing for that? Man,
first one came out 2019, the first patch. Yeah,
can you believe that? Shiro was 2 years old then, and now Shiro's 8 years old.
Nice. Well, we're going strong because there's just been so much to talk about in the Saturn scene, and there are so many fans of the Saturn to this day that support us and want to, hear about all the news and keep playing their Saturn. So it makes sense.
4 years of the Shiro show too. Jeez Louise, time is flying by, dude. When we started the Shiro show, Shiro was just 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, there's 4 years, and now we're 4 years on the show. So if you think about when Shiro started till when we started the Shiro show, it's about how long the Shiro show lasted. So sorry, I like doing those little comparison things in my head. It's pretty funny. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's been a wild ride for sure, and I'm glad that we have amazing people in the community doing this. Like, of course, you, Dan, all the fan translators, everyone in the chat. Of course, I need a shout out, but I forgot the shout out, so sorry. People in the chat. Let's see. Analog Black Sheep, Dragons of Saturn, Wiener Bob, Neil Henderson, Tales of Saturn, Monkey, Captain Hawden, Momphis, Gabriel Sansagolo, shout out. Pudgy Bunny, Dr. Spod, Paul Blort, Crimson Dragon, Neil Henderson, Siwan, Metal Chaos or Burntons, Eric, Pierre Garu, Lee Toast with the Most, Moose Tracks, I think it was Captain Hawden, Alan 101, Wiener Bob. Let's see, I think we got Frog Ball, of course, can't forget him. BP Husker, shouts out, or Husker Do, Nathan Anderson, Sega Steve, of course, Wiener Bob with the donation, Budget Buddy Shadow Drop 100%. Paul's voiceover, and we have a lot of people in the chat today. Pixel Poppy Productions, Pixel Poppy Pong, Dark Hero 69, Haas Machine, Pandemonium. Man, we have a lot of people in the chat. Anakino, And I think that's everybody. Oh, and Danthrax. And Brian Trusty's there too.
Who?
Brian
Nice.
Trusty and then Danthrax. Danthrax the Manthrax.
Whoever that is.
Oh, and Luska
thank you, everybody,
Musi,
for
yeah, I
joining
forgot
us.
that. So
Ugh.
thank you guys for being a part of the Shiro experience and the Shiro show. It's been a wild ride, and I'm really happy that, you know, we're getting all these cool things, and that in our year of our Savior Segata 2025, we can have all this. Like, I mean, think of a feat that we have both Sakura Wars now translated on the Saturn. That's kind of insane, right? We can pretty much play all of them in English. I think that were published on Saturn, or at least be able to play them pretty regularly. Because I think Hanagumi, Sega said the Hanagumi column game. I think that one's not too Japanese heavy.
I mean, I think it has a story mode just like the sequel does on the Dreamcast.
Okay, yeah.
So I
So maybe we
imagine
still
there's
need
still
that
gonna be
one.
quite a bit to do there. Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely need that one at some point. Hopefully, A-Team decides to tackle that.
Yeah, but
So-
no. Yeah, first time I saw you was for the 19 episode where you were talking about Sakura Wars Translation Project. Yeah, that was one of my favorite podcasts we did, is when we had the original team on talking about that. That was really cool. But yeah, no, it's been an amazing journey. We're excited. Yeah, Homikaze Sabers, we need that one, definitely.
Yeah, Chad is talking about what big Saturn games still need to be translated, and I mean, there are a ton. There are a ton of games that are worth
The work is
translating
not
onto Saturn.
done.
No, hundreds and hundreds more. First and foremost, of course, Omakase Savers.
Yeah, and of course JR or Doozy Type R. That definitely.
Yeah. We absolutely need to get that one.
All right, Trekkie said he did finally get translated to help with the Digital Museum, so we might be seeing that one.
Good with that's Grandia.
Yeah,
Grandia
Grandia Digital Museum. Oh, Virus, that one's a
Cool.
good one too.
Yeah. Well, and I said, and I don't think most English speakers think about this one, but Super Robot Wars and its sequel, Super Robot Wars S, I think,
Yeah.
which are different games. It's not just like an enhanced version of the first one. It's a different story. Those were two of the highest selling games on the Saturn in Japan, like top 10. And the sequel, the Super Robot Wars S, actually came out, I think, the same day as Sakura Wars 2, if not within a week or two in Japan. They were both around the same time in 1998, and still managed to, both that and Sakura Wars 2 managed to make like top 10 all-time bestsellers for the platform there. It just goes to show how big both those series were in Japan, that like even as things were like on the decline in 1998, everybody knew the Dreamcast was on its way and would end up being released at the end of that year there. Still those games sold like gangbusters. So I think it would be worth it if someone felt like it to try to tackle translating Super Robot Wars. If everybody loved it in Japan, there's got to be something worth
Super
enjoying
Robot
there,
Wars
right?
is pretty popular here too. Like the newest one got an English translation. It's really good. And the
It
last few did.
Yeah, and even had a Sakura Wars collaboration, I believe. Which was
Exactly.
cool.
I think one of them
Little
before that
DLC.
actually had they had the Imaginite Ray Earth people down there too. The one
Oh,
before
nice.
that one. This
Has our MJ the Mystery Hospital gotten a translation? White asked.
didn't it get one, or were one in
Yes,
progress?
well, I think it's partial. Kitchen 34 did put up a partial translation. It is on Sega Extreme in the resources area. You can download it now. I don't think he finished it, but I could be wrong. It might be done. I don't know.
I think the
but it is
PS1
at least
has
partial.
it. I think someone said a PS1.
Yeah, there's a PS1 translation as well, but
But
like
we're
the Saturn one,
people.
which is what we care about, really. Yeah,
We're the Saturn folks.
it is on Sega Extreme.
Go play the PS. Go listen to PS1's Shiro.
Yeah. Oh, right. They don't have one.
Exactly.
Not that I
Ooh,
know of.
yeah.
Where's the PS1 retro scene live show that's on every week?
Exactly. I don't see none of it. No PS1 show. I mean, if there is one, let us know, because I would definitely like to watch it. But that's neither here nor there, because we want to support that.
I mean, they do get cool translations every once in a while on the PS1, so to their credit.
Yeah, no, but yeah, they don't get as much inactive as Shiro. I think, honestly,
Yeah.
I think besides Nintendo, I think this is really the only one I can think of that gets a regular weekly show that talks about like stuff from Saturn.
Yeah, I mean, does the Genesis? Because the Genesis has a very active scene, the Mega Drive, but I don't know if they have like any like weekly talk shows or anything. That stuff kind of gets brought up by like General Sega podcasts, I think, but none that are like dedicated to the Genesis.
Yeah, but you know, we're Sega's really the only one that's hitting strides on that. Somebody asked in the chat, Charlie Warrior, Pat, if you date one of the Sakura Tyson girls, which one would it be and why? Well, I can tell you which one it wouldn't be.
No,
So,
okay.
Process of elimination, you could probably take a guess. But no, if I had to guess one I would date, what's her name? The one from China. What's her name?
Koran.
Koran, yeah, Koran.
Koran
I think she's pretty sweet.
She is. Koran's great.
Exactly. And then Iris would be my little sister because she's too cute.
You do like Iris. You've got
she's like sister.
An affinity.
It's like sister, like my little sister. So.
I mean, she does call you in the game Oni-chan. So.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, definitely Koran. If I had to pick one, I think I made some people jealous because I know there's a bunch of Super Koran fans that are gonna be like, she's mine."
Yeah, no, they'll just understand where you're coming from. That's all.
But if my girlfriend's watching, it's her and only her. So my girlfriend, sorry, definitely nobody else.
Oh, Momphis, you should probably rewind to the beginning of the stream real quick to see what we're talking about because you missed a real good trailer that we started with, buddy.
Yeah, you probably should like back it up a little bit. Yeah,
and then come back and join us. Sorry, the video didn't start automatically for you. YouTube being stupid, I guess.
You think after, yeah, I was gonna say maybe like he probably was like doing something. Like when it hit 3 o'clock, he probably should have hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Or the refresh.
See you later. Okay, good.
No worries. Auf Wiedersehen, Memphis. Viel Spaß. But anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah, the dating thing. But yeah, no, I really appreciate everyone in the scene. I'm glad Sakitasi is out finally.
Mm-hmm.
Sakitasi 2, we get both of them. And you know, I'm a little bit of a fan. Tiny bit.
And the third one is getting a translation on the Dreamcast, and that should be not in the too far future, right?
I don't know. I don't really have an update. I think some of the people that were doing 2 are working on 3, I think.
Okay.
So I think once now 2's done, they might shift their focus, but I don't have like regular contact with the team that does that. I only work with 2. So if anybody from the 2 teams on 3 that's watching, let me know. But I'm fairly sure they're still hacking away. They're still hacking away.
Hopefully, they at least give us a month to get through Sakura Wars 2.
Yeah, I don't think they're that almost done. That'd be insane.
Okay, good.
That'd be nuts. But
just the spring of Sakura here.
Yeah, I would literally explode if they did that because I'd have to do a whole nother thing for that game too. So I'd be like, "Hey guys, I know we did a massive stream and shout out for 2, but now we have to do a massive stream and shout out for 3 immediately."
That wouldn't be so bad.
If it's back to back, it would, but
yeah.
I think the chances of that are low. But hey, if there's shadow drop in 3 next week, I mean, I'll probably be dead afterwards, but I mean, I'll shout it out.
Don't die.
I will. But no, like the things that Saturn this is different. Okay, so there's nobody on the Saturn team that. Okay. Oh no, I thought there's somebody on the Saturn team that also worked on 3. There's nobody on the Saturn team that is working on 3. Because I thought there was like a couple crossover people. Like I thought Mado B was doing something for it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could have sworn there's some crossover on the team, but not the exact team. It's not a 1-for-1. So the Saturn team is not going to be doing the. Okay, so it's the opponent. Yeah, I figured there's 1 or 2 people that were on that team. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, and I think they did do some coordination on like using the same terms for things.
Yeah.
So that there's consistency. I think I heard that, which is good. That'll be, keep things from being kind of confusing to fans who have basically only played the games through these translations.
Exactly. So I'm really excited for that, and I think I heard like. I'm not going to put them on the spot and say this is a feature, but I think they said they wanted to experiment with potentially converting your Saturn save over to a Dreamcast save, and you can actually continue Sakura Wars 3 from your Saturn save for all your choices and stuff in that.
That would be awesome. Because, like, the way the Dreamcast works is they ported the first 2 Sakura Wars games to Dreamcast before they put out 3, and then they let you kind of, like, move your save file along. So I guess people in Japan had to like start over from scratch, pretty much.
Yeah, so there's a There's a couple of laws left. Like I said, there's no like I said, I'm not trying to put it on the spot and say it's gonna be in there, and if it's not, rage. But I'm just saying that's something they experimented with. I don't like making people say, "Oh, you're gonna do that." Trekkie said, "I get to a point where Saturn's save showed up on the Dreamcast Soccer Wars 2, but when you select it, it starts a new game. So I need to dig into it more. So it's in the works.
Well,
it looks
good
like
luck.
they're working on it. So it's not it's a possibility. But at least he got to show up. So there's still possibilities. There might be maybe a conversion thing.
There's hope.
Yeah, there's potential that there might be a conversion program so we can just convert it over and then just move it to the Dreamcast. Of course, it'd be really complex because you'd have to have a way to get the save off the Saturn and then put it on a VM. But I mean, with the VM2 and like the Saturn backup stuff, it shouldn't be too hard. But it is a bit of an investment. But there might be a way to do it like without that. But I don't know. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not putting people on the spot with that.
Yeah. Noah Stream said, yes, there's a translation notes document that we've shared across several translation teams. So there you go. That's cool. That's good coordination there.
Yeah. And then, oh, geez, my Twitter's blowing up. I think I just got like 5,000 different messages on Twitter. I posted the commercial. Oh, he posted commercial. I thought he said he posted commercial for 3. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the, oh, geez, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, I just was checking on the stuff on Twitter. My bad. Charlie Ward said, "Did you know the PSP version is a superior version of 1 and 2? OC translated. They have full screen artwork." I think I haven't heard of the PS. Like, I know they're ports. I thought it was 1, but yeah, I don't know if anybody ever dug into that one. PSP. Okay, the artwork's the same resolution on PSP. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Like I said, if everyone could get a Sakura's project, we get all of them. That'd be pretty cool. Trekkie said, well, we could do ODEs, email with the modem, serial cable, floppy disk, and have a way to get it on your Dreamcast. As he said, also I think some voice actors cut for UMD space. Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to go about doing that, and I'm excited that they're looking at every possibility of getting the Sakura Wars experience to be as clean as possible, which I think is really important.
Yeah,
like I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening with Sakura Wars moving forward. I mean, right now that we pretty much have most of the games now translated, we went from having 2 to now most of them, because it used to be just the 5th one and then of course the Shin Sakura Wars, but now we have 1, 2, the 5th one, Shin Sakura and Shin Sakura Wars, so we have about 4 of them now that are fully playable
5
in English.
if you count columns 2.
Yep, so 5 Sakura, 6 if you count the
Game
GameCube
Boy one.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different options to play Sakura. We used to be 1 or 2 games. Now we have 4, 5 or 6 of them.
It's awesome. It's good. We're growing the Sakura Wars fandom here as best we can as fans.
Sega says no, but we say yes.
Right.
I'm just hoping that Sega will actually make either a remake or or potentially a transfer of the Sakura Wars games onto a newer console, so people can enjoy them, because they pretty much are stuck on the consoles that I mean, the thing is that if you think about it, they technically got ported a bunch, but they're stuck on the PS2. I think is the oldest it's on, because it's got ported to PSP, PS2, Dreamcast, but those are the only 3 I think it's on.
Yeah, well, and PCs in
PC
Japan
too,
and Russia.
In Russia.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fitting, but yeah, there's not really a lot of good options to play right now. So, yeah.
The Shiro Blue Sky account had 58 notifications.
That's a lot.
Yeah. People are excited, so that's good. They should be excited. So do we want to, as awesome as Sakura Wars 2 is, we've talked about it for a good bit here, do we want to move on to some of the other news that's happened this week? Because we actually have 2 other fan translations to talk about.
Alrighty, I guess we're 30 minutes in, so why don't we get this party MFing started?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's start talking about some of the other stuff in our catalog, because we have more than Sakura. Somebody asked, Pat, did you play the ST1 remake on PS2? No, it's in Japanese only, and I only speak German and English, so I can't really play it as easy, unfortunately. So I'd like to. Yeah, you're gonna be. Like I said, that's why I said this is a mind blowing show. We got not one, not two, but 3 fan translations in a row. Well, not in a row, like on the show, but you know what I mean. We're talking about it on the show. It's a big show for sure. But we'll start with the under the microscope for Estalios.
Do you want to back up a little farther to Princess Crown?
Oh, did we not? Oh, that right. You posted that after that one. My bad.
On Sunday, yeah, on Easter. It was an Easter miracle story.
My bad.
Easter morning.
Alrighty, let's talk about some English Crown final English translation, because it's technically a release candidate now, right? Instead of a actually not a release candidate. Sorry, it's a release 1.0.
It's the release.
Done.
Yeah. So EAD Masters, iteration is version of the English translation patch for Princess Crown. Has gone through a few release candidate 1.0 patches over the last few weeks, and last week.
Did somebody say English Crown? Did somebody say English Crown by mistake?
You said English Crown by mistake.
Sorry,
yes.
English Crown. Sorry, I saw English and Crown.
You're getting excited, yeah.
Exactly. So keep going. My bad. Give me that English Crown, boy.
Okay, so Princess Crown now is a full version 1.0. It's not release candidate. It is ready to play as far as EAD Master is concerned. That's how he has announced it. So yeah, you can by all means go download it from the project's GitHub and patch it with the X-Delta patcher. We have links to that in my story on SegaSaturnShiro.com. And he's not quite done with it. I guess he might still fix a couple little things here or there in a future patch. But I mean, it's essentially good and ready to play if you would like to dive in to this one. He said all major issues and limitations have been resolved at this point in the patch notes. There are still some minor things to fix and improve. Some more releases will follow. But this is like a full 1.0. By all means, check it out. He's gotten a lot of help from Mental, who contribute a lot of script fixes to the project over the last few months. He's also gotten help from Paul Met from Team Medusa, who provided a new narrower font so that they can fit more text on screen and allow for a more readable experience. It's a more readable font than the original one. Paul Met also created a hack to increase Princess Crown's screen resolution horizontally, like 16 more pixels on the left and on the right each.
It's pretty good.
And also to improve the transparency effects. So if you play, now that's being provided as a separate patch alongside the vanilla patch by EAD Master. It's the EX version, it's called. So you can kind of pick which one you want. If you are playing on just a standard CRT, you might not want to do the EX patch because it's going to actually squish things in a little bit. Because, I mean, you just have a square screen. But if you have like a widescreen
BVM,
or
BVM for some reason, you just have a BVM D24.
Right, just casually sitting around. If you're playing on emulator too, or on Mister or something, then you might want to make use of the wider screen version because it's not going to look squished for you. So that's a cool option that's available.
Yeah, no, so it's really cool. Like I said, I'm really excited for this one. I know it's been kind of a interesting fan translation effort and sort of situation. I know technically we I'm excited for both of these ones. This one and of course the one we ED Master, and of course the one by Sam M and Cyber X when that's going to be dropped. So, but I'm excited for this one. On their own. So, like I said,
it
I'm
seems like a lot
both,
of people are. People are very excited to see this finally become 1.0, and people have been excited following it, along as it's been worked on over the last 6 months.
No, for sure, and yeah, it's really exciting stuff. I'm excited for people to play this, and hopefully hopefully they'll do some touch-ups over time. This one will be pretty good, and then we'll get the EAD one, because like they even have different features. Like this one, you have the widescreen version of it, and the other one's gonna be like pure version of that, which I think is kind of cool. But hopefully, maybe once both of them drop, he could have it supported for both fan translations, the widescreen hack.
Cool. I could see Paul Met maybe doing that, putting out his own widescreen hack on the Team Medusa website. We'll see. He has a lot of others on there, a lot of other widescreen hacks.
Yeah.
Saturn fans be eating super well, Panda said. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So then, yeah. So I think, do you have anything else to mention about the article? I know people are, well, this got ported to PSP and PS4. It's never been officially released in English, so the only way to play this is really on the Saturn now in English.
Yeah, this is the only English version of Princess Crown now, the only English effort. It's never been officially translated, unfortunately. So yeah, and this, is a pretty well-known Saturn game just because of the visual style. It was essentially the first Vanillaware game before they were known as Vanillaware, and it was already using their kind of storybook style with their sort of unique animation style of moving each individual limb separately to make it seem sort of more fluid. So it's a very cool looking game. It's an action RPG. I know some people have said like the gameplay is okay. So it's maybe not going to be like the magnum opus of all the games on the Saturn, but it's still a really great game to be able to experience.
For sure,
yes,
sure.
Leon, there's Sakura Wars 2 news.
Yeah, the news is it's out. Go download it now.
It's out in English and Portuguese. Well, it's out. Well, yeah, I guess it is because we got a link to it, but it'll be on Sega Stream too.
Yeah, it's there for you.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned this reminds me of Odin's Spear and Muramasa Blade. I got good news for you. Guess who made both of those games?
The same team.
Exactly.
Why.
So there you go. Also, Dragon's Crown also pretty good too.
Yeah. I played 13 Sentinels. That's a super cool game. Unicorn Overlord just came out last year from these guys, and that's a really good game. So yeah, I think they've only gotten better as the years have gone by, and this was kind of their start, the origin of everything. So
yeah. So if you want the download the link to the download should be in there. It should be easy to patch. I didn't really have an issue patching it, so should be ready to go and get ready to enjoy some Princess of Crownies.
Yes, definitely, and congrats to them on getting it essentially wrapped up.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of fan translations in like the span of a couple of weeks.
It's that season.
Oh, it definitely is. For allergies and fan translations.
Right, yeah, true.
Alrighty, I prefer English Crown better, Pat. I do think it's a nicer name. I don't like the English Crown, but I like the name. But anyways, under the microscope, a stall. So in honor, I thought that said in horror of the 30th anniversary. It's like, wow, somebody does not like.
Dang.
In honor of the 30th anniversary original release, we were taking a look at a stall today, and here's a couple things that Bo found. Our good friend Bo Bales, who does the hacks and cheats. He does he found an alternate title screen, a more complete level select menu, more complete sound test, and then CPU debug display. And here's a small video of showing off some of the features of that.
Yeah, you can check it all out with an action replay code that he provided in the story on SegaSaturnShiro.com or his own blog on Substack called Rings of Saturn.
That's good. And we have to shout out his podcast too. He also has a podcast, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think he owns the podcast, but he is on the podcast, and it's Sonic Rings, I believe it's called.
Yeah, so definitely listen to that.
It's a good podcast. I'd listen to it.
We need to get on there sometime. Definitely invite us on, Bo. Invite us on, Bo. Let's go. Let's talk Saturn. Yeah. No. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, he has a select. Here's the mode select, and he has the little code for that. That is, they run infinite loop, execute logic for different modes. So essentially, it just has the different modes section. I won't go into too much detail on these.
Yeah.
And then he found different Sega logo. Weird. How about 03? The intro video, and then the anime style video. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he found some interesting little things hidden in a stall. An early Saturn game.
Then use title screens right there. I can see why they didn't want to go with the original one. Kind of hard to see the bottom part of that, so
yeah, that's true.
Makes sense. telescreen with the was it the telescreen select the menu but default. Same for enabling some odds and ends. So completeness, auto mods. The other modes are difficult to explain. Auto demo and the Sega logo after you get a soft reset. The game show different Sega logo after a soft reset. I think some games even started putting them on like when you start the game up too.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked into the Mario Sprite mentioned on the cover 4, or there's not a way to make the display. It's part of the code. Part of the code that displays the opening movie weirdly. The menu says
weird looking little.
I'm sleeping, Drew. If there's a lot of other games, there's a CPK video file library. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. A lot of this the file scraping or like library stuff. So some weird stuff that they find multiple games is probably just a library like this one right here.
Right.
So yeah, I want to thank Bo again for showing this off. I think this is really cool. I love Assault, and I love cutting your floor stuff. So yeah, what is up next?
Exploring new homebrew, Moai Talks and Haiku. One of our new members of Shiro, Gregory Rasputin, wrote the story. So thank you to Gregory. Yeah, so we're looking at some of the different entries in the Sega Extreme homebrew competition, which the judges like Pat are judging the entries for now, and it's
partially.
I'm sure. And the results are going to be announced on May 11th, the anniversary of the Saturn here in North America.
May the 11th be with you.
Yes, and in the meantime, we here at Shiro are looking at all the different entries that we have not written about yet. So like we wrote about a lot of the translation patches, mostly because they came out before the deadline for the competition, while a lot of these original games came out like right on the deadline. So Gregory looked at two of the smaller entries. They're more like tech demos than actual games, but they still, I'm sure, took a lot of work to put together. The first one we'll look at is Moai Talks. So this was developed by Team Starlane, which is, of course, Xenos of Blue Skies fame, the airplane flying homebrew, as well as Ray, or Super Ray, or Ray Me, goes by multiple names. Yeah, they both worked on this demo featuring a 3D modeled Moai head inspired by the real-life megalithic sculptures carved by the ancient inhabitants of Rapa Nui. And it showcases lip animations on this model that respond to player input. The lip syncing was confirmed by Ray on the Sega Stream forum, who said, Moai has a really nice 3D model and lip animations for Sega Saturn. Is the lip movement dynamically generated from the sound? Tales of Saturn asked him, and Super 80 said, yes, it moves the mouth based on the sound.
That's actually impressive. I did not know that.
Yes. I don't know how they're doing it, but it is impressive. It's very cool, and I can't wait to see that.
It's pretty accurate from what I saw from
it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it used like in a game. Maybe Senru can use it from God, I'm blanking on his name.
Emerald Nova?
Emerald Nova, thank you. Yeah, Emerald Nova Senryu.
How dare you forget about him?
I didn't forget about him. I could see his icon because I don't know his face.
So yeah, it has two dialogue things. Yeah,
there's a couple different dialogue things you can choose with your buttons. You can have him just say like Moa, or he can say like a little speech from a different game. What was it? From Elder Scrolls.
It's an AI voice thing of Dagoth Ur. Basically, the copy pasta is it's like he comes down the stairs. I get my gun, or like I get my spear as the good emperor of mankind. It's like it's a copy pasta about people breaking into a house. It's like an old one, but it's really funny. Okay. It's a whole thing. It's like using like there's a couple of them. There's a bunch of 40K ones too. I like the 40K ones a lot, but I'm also a 40K fan, so it's pretty funny to me. But
you're biased.
But so really funny. Xenos... It seems right up Xenos's comedy side, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah. He was the concept design project organizer for this for Blue Skies, and Yeah, so this is kind of a fun little demo that him and Ray put together. So congrats to them for doing that, and I can't wait to see it have some bigger applications in the future. And the second project that we are looking at here with Gregory's story is called Haiku. This was submitted by Nova, not Emerald Nova, but a different person who's just named Nova.
Yeah, I was confused. Emerald kept saying you should ask Nova. Like, ask you?
Like you're Nova.
That's why I was confused. I'm like,
Yeah. And he didn't think that everyone would like confuse him with someone else. He's like, people call me Nova. Like, yes, everyone calls you Nova. No one's calling you Emerald. I don't know. It was just funny. But anyway, so Nova, not Emerald Nova, submitted this project. It's just like a static image. I guess they didn't have much time to do anything, but this is the first thing they've ever done homebrew-wise on the Saturn. So that's worth celebrating. You know, it's another person getting into Saturn homebrew, and they said that they do want to do more after this and work on something more substantial for next year. So
I'm
that's
excited
cool.
to see what they do.
Yeah, definitely. So the static image is just showing a blue-gray mouse sprite displayed on VDP1, along with like a gray background, and then a VDP2 layer containing a haiku, as the project is named, and the haiku is, "I ran out of time, inexperience cost me, instead enjoy this." Very nice. Very well done. The background image also contains a black mouse named Saturn and the Soup Wizard cat. So they're kind of funny little drawings there.
Yeah,
Nova's also named Neowatt. Sorry,
okay,
go ahead.
Neowatt. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work on actual hardware. I tried, and it just gets to a blue screen with that middle sprite in there. It's like the haiku and the other sprites are not shown. It's just that one, and it gives me an error. But to be fair, that's fine. If it's a first thing, and yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. She's Nova is making her developer debut, so I'm sure she'll get some help from the community and make something that's more like a game later on that'll hopefully work on.
I want to play a Super Wizard game. That sounds like fun.
I was able to take the screenshot actually for this article to help out Gregory because he couldn't get it running on different emulators, and somehow I got it to run on BizHawk. So I guess I lucked out.
It's good, but yeah, no. At least we got it shown off, and we could show off some of the stuff for the game. So thank you again, thank you again, both of y'all, and I'm glad that we're showing off some of these entries for the competition. I'm excited to start, judging these and playing them a little bit more. Let's give me a good chance to look at them.
We have more stories in the hopper. Shadow Mask is almost done writing a story on a couple of Trekkies' Saturn utilities entries. So that should hopefully go up on Monday morning. I still would like to write a story about one of the homebrew games, the Puff Pastry Panic, because that's a pretty funny little game. And I think Pandemonium is working on writing up Senryu. So hopefully he will get done with that. And aren't you going to write something on the new updates with Pixel Poppy Pong?
I was gonna. Yeah, I can do it now. I was gonna do it. I had to put it on hold though because of Soccer Wars, but I could probably do it now, so that works.
Okay, yeah. So look forward to some more coverage next week. Hopefully, everybody.
All right. So our third fan translation of the day.
Yeah, is Dark Seed. Thanks to Kitchen 34, who is a French Saturn fan and usually works on French translations of Saturn games. He's translated a lot of games into French now, which is awesome. But he has also done some English translations as well, which is also super cool. We're really grateful to everything he does. Like we had mentioned from the chat earlier that our MJ Mystery Hospital is a game that he has at least partially translated into English. And I think there are a couple others I'm forgetting. But yeah, his latest one is Dark Seed. Now, Dark Seed is a point-and-click adventure game that was originally made by an American company on PCs for MS-DOS PCs in 1992. And that company decided to port Dark Seed to the Saturn and the PlayStation in 1995, but they only released them in Japan on the Saturn and the PS1. Even though it's an American company, they didn't actually put their console ports out in their in any Western country. I don't know what was up with that. Kind of weird.
Like I know that
Adventure. Yeah, maybe they couldn't find a publisher. Like I know adventure games are more popular or were more popular in Japan than here, but like
And Europe. I know Europe and Japan are pretty popular. The US one
but yeah,
is
that's the thing. Europe liked adventure games too. I mean, Europe was still getting point and click adventure games on the Saturn into 1998 with like Atlantis. So I don't know why they didn't get this, but either way, we have it in English now, thanks to Kitchen, who actually wrote a tool to extract the official script out of the original PC version and insert it into the Saturn version. Now, he then had to like do some cleanup because things aren't quite one-to-one. I guess the Saturn version has like item descriptions and the PC version doesn't, and it is handling some of that code a little strangely. So like the initial version of this patch that went up over the weekend, last weekend, the 0.9 version of the patch, it had like a weird thing where an item name would pop up, and then right after that, it may have screenshots toward the bottom of the story.
yeah, I see it in the Japanese text.
Yeah, well, yeah, it said like watch, you pick up the period or rope holding period. So it was like kind of reversed. I guess Kitchen isn't able to, at least not so far, able to like reverse those. So his solution to that problem is a version of the patch that he just put up this morning, actually, version 1.1 of the patch. I've got a screenshot of that too, where now it says like blueprint and then in parentheses picked up item. So it's still kind of like reversed, but it makes a little more sense in English, in the English language.
It's probably a
so
Japanese holdover for the script of how the text is showed off.
Right, yeah, because like the subject is going to come before the verb and everything else in Japanese text. So it's a solution he's come up with. So if you downloaded this patch earlier this week, by all means go back to Sega Extreme in the resources area and re-download that patch because it's been updated with some improvements. It does still have that Japanese text in the very beginning of the game before the opening spooky cutscene. Kitchen said that the text there says Mike on his first night had terrible nightmares. So he is planning to change that, to translate that too. He hasn't gotten around to it. He's still working on this. He has done this game also in French, so you can download a translation patch for this in French. He's also working on a Spanish patch for it, which I don't think is available to download yet. But yeah, he's going whole hog with getting this game translated into multiple languages. So it's really cool to see. And this is a neat game. It's super spooky. It uses art from the actual H.R. Geiger. He collaborated with this team to make this game.
I was wondering, everyone kept talking about H.R. Geiger in the chat. And I was like, why is everyone talking about that?
Yeah, it's because he did work on this game.
Cool.
So, yeah, very neat.
Explains all the phallic imagery.
Yes, exactly. It's honestly, I mean, I feel like there's sort of like a spiritual connection between this game and Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. If you've played that, I played that when I was in college.
I love Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, it's a super cool game. And this game, I mean, it doesn't have like the sanity effects, which are like the standout kind of gimmick for Eternal Darkness, but it's the character you control is nonetheless going through like some psychological trials and kind of questioning what he's seeing. And I believe eventually there's sort of like an upside down sort of realm, like in Stranger Things. It's called like the dark side or something that you have to go to.
The moon?
Yeah, no, of Earth, unfortunately. Maybe of hell. I don't know. This game gets really weird and freaky. He starts hallucinating and having, and he, of course, it starts out with him having a terrible nightmare. Yeah, and having headaches. So
freak, if you will.
Yeah, by all means, check this out. This is a cool game. I played some of it, and it is, I will warn you, kind of an obtuse early point-and-click adventure game, you know, from the PC and in the 90s. So it's not going to be super hand-holdy, and you might want to pull up the FAQ on GameFAQs. That's what I did, because I couldn't figure out like where to go after a certain point. So that could help you if you don't feel like getting lost and frustrated for hours with a 30-year-old game. But yeah, thank you to Kitchen for working on this, and keep your eyes peeled for some updates to it. He's already put up an update this morning, and he should do some more later. No, Malenko says no, or Z64 said no FAQ. Malenko said get good, Dan. Zeed said be a man. Yeah,
Be a man, Dan.
look, when you're on a deadline and you got stories to write, sometimes you just gotta like get a little help so you can get yourself some screenshots. Sorry, everybody.
No apologies. All right, so the next game is a pretty famous one that I think is another candidate that needs a fan translation. Altair Marie, the Alchemist of Salberg. So, life is tough for a young budding alchemist Marie, toiling away in her workshop in Salberg. Altair Marie, the Alchemist of Salberg, version 1.3, is a Gus-developed game released in December 1997, enhanced port of the PlayStation original title. Basically, it's a role-playing game. Players take control of Marie as she studies books, forges for items, does battle and synthesize items. A mixture of simple overworld maps and still images. Saturn version uses the internal clock for time-sensitive dialogue and messages. So I think that's kind of cool. That's definitely a fresh thing to see.
That's a Saturn exclusive right there. Yeah,
exactly.
It's using the clock. PlayStation doesn't have that.
And it spawned an entire franchise, so how about that?
Yep, hashtag best of Saturn. Thank you, Peter. For
I think we talked about that. Didn't this actually get an English release recently too? Like the port of it?
Yeah, so Gust actually put out a well, they did a remake of Atelier Marie last year, I believe it was, and with like the digital premium edition or whatever, you could get a copy of the emulated PS1 version of this game, and they actually hacked a new English official translation into it, which is super cool. Yeah, so you can sort of play this game in English. It's just the PS1 version, and it's on PC. Maybe one day someone will figure out how to extract the English script out of that and get it into the Saturn version. That would be cool. But in the meantime, this is where the Atelier series that got its start. And now it just got a new game this year, Atelier Yumiya. And of course, there's a very famous Atelier Ryza trilogy. So,
is that the one with the lady, the guy looking at the girl like that? The adventure one? The Ryza ones, right?
Where Ryza looks like she's a giant.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
Yes, that's the one, Pat. Thank you for bringing that silly cover up.
I really like that image.
I know. Don't make fun of my waifu, Pat.
I'm not. I'm just making fun of perspective.
Figures. I've shown them all off on this show, I think.
I know. I do the glasses thing every single time you put Ryza on the screen.
But anyway, yeah. So you know what? We really cruised through all that. I think that's what we got for this week.
We showed you what we got, and then of course we talked about Saki Tasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I cannot begin to thank and appreciate the entire team that allowed us to show this off on the show, and of course working on it. It was amazing having this game finally playable to the masses for Sega Saturn. I know. And
now all we have to do is play it and enjoy it and appreciate it.
It's about time we can. What is? We are ready to play it, and you guys are ready. And I am excited for the Saturn to be able to all Soccer Wars besides columns finally playable on Saturn in English, so people can enjoy it, and Portuguese too. I can't forget that it's now playable for everyone in Portuguese too. So 2 games in Portuguese. That's pretty nuts.
So after the show, Hashire Kosoku, run as fast as lightning to go play this game.
Yes. Oh, the fan discs too. We need to translate the fan discs, but I think they're a little bit lower priorities. Yeah. Lower priorities on that one.
They do have like some gameplay to them. I believe they do have some like mini games. And there's like a little bit of dialogue that you can enjoy with the characters. They're not just product catalogs and that sort of thing, although they have that too, which is neat to see. But they do have like a little bit of something fun on them.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, yeah. So I'm pretty excited. So yeah, we are pretty good to go. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think someone said a dub. Oh, the dub thing he's doing for soccer. Yeah. Yeah, he had me. I guess I don't know if he wants to say anything about that, but he probably let me know. But yeah, he's working on the Soccer Wars fan dub. I think it's gonna be on. I don't know when it's gonna be dropping. He put a trailer on Twitter. I saw. I'll probably share it out for sure later.
for one of the games?
No, I think it's a dub for the show, the OVAs.
The
I
OVA?
think. Yeah.
Okay.
And do that. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on his Twitter. Dubs for OVA 1 and 2. So I'll share it on Shiro after the show. I'm obviously gonna be playing the second one a little bit, so we'll share that out. But it's
You're
got
gonna
some
stream the new translation patch.
Exactly. Yeah,
Nice.
there's definitely some the OVA. So it's gonna be fun. I definitely recommend watching. There's a surprise in there for people like Shiro. All I'm gonna say. But yeah. Let's go ahead and how was there and it was horrible. What the heck? All right, so yeah, we will go and shout out our patrons and then play some Saki Tassi 2 a little bit.
Nice.
Let me go get that the patrons, because I forgot to load up the page with the patrons on it. So
That's fine.
Bad
Play the
Shiro-
jingle. The Patreon jingle.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the jingles.
Very important.
All show. My bad. Oh god.
Yeah.
Did someone
Brandon
say
worked hard on those.
Did someone say hashtag bad Shiro Pat Shiro?
I
if you will.
prefer hashtag English Crown.
English Crown. Hashtag English Crown. Hashtag
Yeah.
bad Shiro member Patrick. Let's see. I just want to check see if we got anybody.
No, Moose Track wants you to play the Sakura trailer again. Maybe you can do that after you roll credits to start your stream.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. So
And then you got to cut that your gameplay. You should cut that into a video and upload it to
I
our
definitely will.
YouTube. Yeah, like right away.
definitely will.
That'll be good.
I'll try to do it right away. I have to run. Oh my god. All right.
After your party, of course.
Yeah, okay. So we got the Murder Crows, Emil Nova, Johannes Fetz, Paul Blort, Sega Steve, Cerillion, Chris Piper, Jangel Fredrickson, Dana Fredrickson, Derek Pasquarella, aka A-Team, Evo42, Batrunk Friend Otaku, Gem Clasher Rank, Linewing Productions, Momphis, Normal Guy, Newt Rageous, Orlando Guy, Robert Ramsey, Roan Dinked, Stoneman, the Sega Guys, and Young Money Swee. If you guys want to back us at the $10 and up level, you'll be shouted on the show, get early perks. And if you're at the $3 and up level, you get early perks like, sign up for the Netlink stuff that I think we forgot to mention on the show, so sorry about that. Got the Netlink thing on there, so if you guys want to get a Netlink, you can sign up for an interest form. We have 5 of them, I believe, or 6 of them.
I think 5. Yeah,
5 or
they're
6.
being worked on now. We got to get the line modems to go along with the modem cartridges ready. So Saturn Dave is working on those.
Yeah, Saturday's working on those. Those should be good to go soon. We got
His
that
wife.
sorted out. His wife's working on them. Dave's holding Dave's helping out. He's holding the iron and stuff. By the hot part. It's like no.
He's holding the light for
Exactly.
keeping it bright for.
Keeping it nice and bright. But yeah, no. So there's a lot of cool perks. Back us at $8 level will get you shouted on the credits. Little name in the credits. I'll have to update that. I forgot to do that recently, so I'll do another update on that. So I'll get named in the credits. It's a lot of good perks, and of course, we really appreciate it. And you can join the community for free. We have an insider chat too, but if you just want to join the community, you can do it on our Discord. If somebody could post the link in the chat, and I'll pin it. That's so if you guys want to chat with us, that's all good.
My laptop's going very slowly.
No worries if you can't get
Too much Soccer Wars excitement for this
Saki
laptop.
Tassi excitement. So yeah, if you guys want to join that, so there's a lot of options. So,
And we appreciate all your support, whether you give any amount of money or you're just, talking with everybody and being part of the community. It's really awesome because that's the point of Shiro, is to bring Saturn fans together and keep us connected and informed and all have fun with our favorite 32-bit console.
Exactly, and it's all about the community, which we are big fans of. So I guess with that, thanks for watching. If you're watching, stick around for the live show. We're gonna do right after the credits, so don't go anywhere in the credits roll. We'll play the trailer and we'll do the credits. So thank you guys for watching on the audio portion, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.
You must. Bye, everyone.
もしも誰かを敵になったら銀河に羽をこぎ出すでしょう。もしも誰かを好きになったら星にも悪く
また会えたね。
踊らせましょう。
The dramatic adventure continues in Sakura Wars 2. After a long wait, it's finally here. The dramatic adventure continues in Sakura Wars 2.
再び参ります。
Okay, welcome. Live stream. I'm gonna get this sorted out. I forgot to put that because I was doing game capture. Second. Okay, guys, welcome to the gameplay portion. Today we're playing the Sakura Wars 2 fan translation by the amazing team led by Noah Steam, Crouching Mouse working on that, Trekkies Unite, 118, Bull Lentils, a lot of different people. I want to thank them very much for releasing this. For those who don't know, fan translation Sakura Wars 2 was dropped. Was it today? I believe. No, yeah, it was today as the recording of this, which is going to be the April 25th of 2025. So we were playing, Friday on the Shiro show. So we were playing some Sakura Wars 2 with a fan translation of it. So my question is, well, I guess we'll start from the beginning. So we'll do a new game and we'll show off some of the text and stuff like that with the volume on my end because I have no volume. So yeah, like I said, it's been a long journey. We originally showed this off. What was it? We showed off the first translation in 2019 with Sakura Wars 1, and then we showed the trailer, I think in 23 is when we showed off the trailer for the Sakura Wars 2 announcement that they're working on the fan translation. And now, finally, 2025, we are here, Sakura Wars on the Saturn, Sakura Wars 2 on Saturn, fan translated. We got pretty much both of the mainline games on Saturn translated now. So we're up to, for the main lines, we got 4 main lines that are fully translated English. So pretty dang impressive if you ask me. Like, yeah, and it's super exciting. Let's see, finish one. Have a good night. Was the video upgrade from the Dreamcast version? I think Trekkies, he's probably in the chat watching, but I think he did use the Dreamcast ones, I believe, to do this, but I could be wrong. We were going to have a podcast soon. We'll have them on. We'll talk all about it. We'll go all into like the process they went. We've been in talks on the podcast, so I'm excited to have them on. Once we get everyone sorted out, we'll find out a time and we'll do a whole podcast talking about it and sort of what goes into it. Yeah, but for now, for the background for this video, takes place after the events of Sakura Wars 1. I think a couple months or a year or something afterwards. Basically, Ogami went overseas and got some training and is now back.
Yeah, it's 1 year after the end of the first game.
Yeah. So he's got some training, now he's back to save Tokyo. And save the world.
And save his love life.
Oh, that's not happening on that end. There's no saving that.
Really?
Looks nice outside. I want to keep note that for those that are watching, if there's any stuff that's weird on the video or any like glitches in the translation, this is a debug version of it. So if anything looks off or janky, just keep note that this is not the final release. It's just a debug build. So I'm pretty sure everything is pretty much almost the same, but just in case we find something weird that they patch, so if there's anything off, just to give disclosure, just so that he's like, oh, this is buggy. It's like, no, this is a debug version, so all the fixes should be in the latest one and whatever versions they add later on or update with. So I think they even updated the Sakura Wars 1 a couple times as well, so there's a chance that there also could be some updates to this one, or finalized ones. And of course, if you stay here, Shiro, we will inform you about that and keep you in the loop on the changes and the updates to the fan translation patch. Yeah, we had a lot of exciting support in the chat. I'm really excited. A lot of people are really excited for this fan translation. I certainly am one of them, as you can see by, you know, her and this on my jacket. So a little bit of excitement there with that. So I think a lot of people are very excited, me included, to finally play some Sakura Wars 2 in English and enjoy it. And of course, you can always play it with the guide, but it's kind of a little bit easier and kind of a full game experience where you can play it on the Saturn, not have to have a guide up on the screen or like a giant binder of papers. I know a lot of people played it that way in the past, but now, you know, you can finally enjoy it as Sakura-san intended. But yeah, this is just the intro of that. We'll see if I can get to some gameplay of the actual battles. The first part of the game is pretty long from the visual novel standpoint, but this is mostly just trying to show off I'm gonna try to show off a lot of the text, the exploration, and some of the lip system, which is the system that allows the text choices and be able to tell, like, oh, how long it takes you to select something or do an activity. And we'll show it off a little bit. It'll be pretty funny. So I'm going to at this point, you're going to pick like the companion that's going to be waiting for you in the theater. I usually pick Sakura, but I'm going to pick a different one. I'm going to do funny ones. I'm punching tickets again. It's funny. Yeah, you got that right. You probably just kept it to be ticket puncher tradition. So yeah, we're gonna show that off. I usually pick Sakura, so we're gonna pick I'm gonna see what the options are. I think it's between Sakura and Sumire. But I can't remember exactly who the options were, but I will pick one of them because I keep picking Sakura, so we'll just do different options, so because I think a lot of people, when they play it, are gonna pick Sakura anyways. So let's see if we can get some different dialogue options, some different events happening. So we're not gonna go for like completion or like anything crazy. So we're gonna go for like just fun options, and we're sort of show off some of the funnier options for the game. Alright, let's see here. Oh well. Let's do Sumire. I've not done Sumire before. Yeah, it's Sumire. How's Sumire doing? R.I.P. Sakura. We've moved to Sumire Wars. Basically, the cool thing about that is depending on who you select, they'll be waiting for you back in the theater. So if you select, like, if, for example, you select Sakura, she'll be waiting, and then if you select Sumire, she'll be waiting as well in the theater. So you'll see here. Sumire, sorry. Sumire, I'm a Westerner, so yeah, there she is waiting for you. She's standing there just looking at you menacingly. Yes, sir.
Watching you.
Menacingly. It's like, where have you been? I've been waiting all this time. Very happy. Whoa. It's weird seeing her not upset with me. It's been ages, Ensign. Oh, how sweet. I'm back, Sumire. You seem to be doing well. Sumire. Sumire Wars. Sorry, guys. I am bad at pronouncing things. Please forgive me. Have a more appropriate greeting for me. More appropriate? Oh gosh. I've been dying to see you. Ooh, there we go. Quite bold since last we met. There we go. We're getting bolder now. Hey, we got this. We got this. Not that I mind, but perhaps you should have rated it. Wow. Well, at least there was a good option, so we got that going. Okay, looks like the touching reunion is over and done with. Back to work, I guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's not sorry at all.
さて、せっかくの再会に水を差すようだが、お前たちに言っておきたいことがある。帝国歌劇団花組は、帝都の平和を守り、魔物と戦う戦闘部隊。お前たちには
He's scolding her now. Uh-oh. Getting blocked from her boss, exactly. Yeah, you know, fun fact, they actually had one of the voice actors, actually go to Arizona for a convention. I forgot, it was one of the people in Soccer Wars 3, though. I forget exactly who it was, but they're pretty popular voice actors in Japan, so usually if they come here, they usually play a bunch of different slots, and they have, like, a Soccer Wars credits. Soccer Wars have, like, really famous people that voice them. I'm not that familiar with the Japanese actors offhand, so, but I know that a few of them, like, that I've seen, like have done, like, pretty popular like, famous things, like Evangelion and stuff like that. But I guess it's really a broad thing. A lot of voice actors are pretty popular there. No, Alan, it was like Uukon, I believe it was. One of my friends was there. He's a big Soccer Wars fan, so he was able to meet her and get autographed stuff. Yeah, Kana voices Luffy. Sakura's voices the one who does Lucia and Lunar too. So there's really famous people, and they're the Japanese voice actors that are still working today, actually. So you'll see people that are like in newer animes, like, oh wait, they're in Soccer Wars, and it's like, yeah, they've been voicing for years. So I think even Samir's voice actors came back for the new game as well, for Soccer Wars. The Shin Soccer Wars, I believe, is the official name of it. So there's a lot of really famous people in these games, and I love it. These games got a lot of really great voice actors, and these games are just fantastic. I can tell this is a very text-heavy game, so if you guys are not native speakers for Japanese, it definitely would have been hard to play without this fan translation, because there's a lot of text in the first, like, how long we've been doing the gameplay portion of it, like probably like 5-10 minutes. Yeah, this translation is insane. Like, this game, what I've understood, is like almost triple the scope of the first game, which is kind of nuts in itself. That it required that much effort, but there's a lot of work that went into it, but it definitely was worth it because it came out amazingly, and I'm excited to finally play this after all these years and be able to enjoy the Sakura Sakitasi and play the second one finally. I'm super excited. Ensign. Uh-oh. She gonna be upset with me? What's bothering me? All of it? Wow. Even when she's your companion, she always roasts you. You cannot win. Yeah, the VOD's always available, Destroy Ball. If you go under our live tab, we have the shows all there, so if you guys want to watch previous shows or stuff you missed, it's always going to be up there. I'm not going to hide them. Samira is legal, though. It's not weird. Was she 17 in the game? To be fair, though, like in Shin Soccer Wars, she's like in her 40s, I think. I actually don't know what I said. Nothing to do about it. He's got a point. Just giving up then? Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she's like 40. I think she's like in her 40s in Shin Soccer Wars because she's the new leader of the troop, or the commander, I believe. She's actually the only one from the original Soccer Wars game that's in Shin Soccer Wars. Everyone else is like newer characters. I don't think there's really any of them that are like carryover characters. Like even like I think the side characters are also like new characters as well. Pretty much all the old troop got shoved into a vortex and disappeared. And I'm not joking. That's actually, I guess, spoilers. the plot for Shin Sakura was that the entirety of the original team got sucked into a void and like, or in like the demon realm fighting. I'm like, aight. But I do kind of like the fresh, like, new team vibe, because I like the, like, all the new members and stuff. It's really cool. Being able to have a new perspective. That's code for they didn't have the budget to bring everyone back for the game. That also makes sense. That also makes sense as well. To be fair though, it probably wasn't a, as sad as this sounds, it probably wasn't a heavily invested Sega game. Like, I think most of the money that Sega went into the Yakuza games, which is kind of a saddest, but like I said, I'm not gonna hate the Yakuza games over it. They deserve great games. I'm happy that the Yakuza guys get the good games. I just wish we got some of that for Sakura Wars, but it definitely is a different gamer type that plays these sort of games for sure. But hey, you know what? At one point, Yakuza was a really one of those game series as well that wasn't really well paid attention to. Like there were certain games that just never got Western releases until like it blew up with like a dragon. So, you know, maybe one day Sakura Wars that'll happen with and we'll get all the old games back, but who knows? Probably not, though. We're stuck in a fan translation alley with these, unfortunately. There's also a new mechanic, which we say shows you more as masculine and more feminine. That's interesting. Oh, that's what that bar is? I was wondering what that's for. So, okay. I said to be manly. Rrr. It's just like, I don't care. Rrr. Like, what strange thing for me to say about you returning the... Uh-oh. Sorry, Sakura, I cannot talk with you. Sumire is my one true love, so I am sorry, Sakura. We cannot be. We cannot be. Alright, we're gonna play both sides. We're gonna be kinda... Well, actually, technically speaking, we're just being supportive. We're a supportive friend to you. We can only be your friend. Sakura, I'm sorry. Sumire is our one true love. I'm sorry. Or he's going to be shocked at first. Or he may. The bar is so important to the game that didn't even appear in the PS version of Sakura. I figured because I didn't know what the bar was supposed to be. Thank you, Cerulean, for letting us know that. Because I did not know what that bar did. I've been playing this for a few hours now. I have no idea. Or a few hours into the game. And I had no idea what that bar did. So thank you for letting me know. I'm guessing if I pick the manly ones, I'm probably going to get worse options. Or like, be more looked at negatively. By the way, Ogami, I am sorry I couldn't come to meet you. Since the morning, I've been busy. Uh-oh. Wonder what she's been doing. Uh-oh. Yeah, to be fair though, if you don't pick Sumire, she actually does not appear in the theater for the first part of the game until it's just... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Iris is back. Give us a big hug. Yay. I've been waiting for you to come back for so long. Well, it's good to see you again, Iris. Well, if it isn't Iris, well, what kind of reaction is that? Well, if it isn't Iris, he sounds very thrilled. Super duper happy. And John Paul the bear is happy too. I'm glad John Paul Van Damme is happy. Mon frere. Yay. You know, it's funny, I remember people were online were complaining that they did that. I think it's kind of cute. I like the Mon frere thing, especially since she's supposed to be French, so... I mean, even in the dub, like the Sakura's dub, they gave her a French voice. Let's be very nice. Yay. But yeah, no, we need to be very nice. Anything else, Mon frere, huh? Did something else happen? I'm 11 years old. Yay! Definitely grown up. I need to move something. I realized there was magnets in that. Not a good idea. Patrick, too silly. So right now it's just me and Sakura here. And Sumire, isn't it? Sumire. Oh, she went... Come on! She literally just showed... Oh, I guess she just insta-left. Okay. So I guess technically she shows up and then goes, lost power. Yeah, I just had a weird thing. I don't know if it's just me, but my screen just flickered a little bit when you mentioned that, Shadow, so I'm getting kind of worried that there might be something going on. I'm just joking. I think it's just coincidental. But it would be weird if I'm saying this and the world's ending right now. That'd be really funny. So if the world is ending, yeah, spooky. You're like on the other side of the world than the world of me too, Shadow, so that is going to be even spookier. But that's a problem for another day. We're here to play Soccer Wars. We don't care about no issues going on in the world right now. The only issue we have is fighting for the forces of good against the forces of evil in Japan. And she's gone. R.I.P. He's getting ready to party. The power can't handle Soccer Wars 2. It's too good. General Yoda. General Yoda, I'm just joking. It just looks like Yoda. I would do a Yoda voice, but that's way too overdone. I'm not Game Grumps, so I'm not doing a Yoda voice for this dude. Though it would be funny. Actually, just joking, it wouldn't be funny. Wouldn't be funny at all. 1200 today, you'll be appointed captain of the Flower Division. Fill out your arrival forms at 12 sharp. Right, understood. Yeah, the music in this game has always been fire to me. I love the music. Great soundtrack, love it. And you be best cares, careful. Now then, wander around the theater. We're gonna look around the theater and say hi to everybody. So let's go explore the theater after we finally got Rain to move around. After I don't know how long we've been streaming this one. So we'll check out the dining hall first, get some food, get our grub on, but not pig out. Oh no, guess we're not getting our grub on. Well, that sucks. Let's see, who's in the kitchen? Oh, never mind. Ran to somebody. Eek. Oop. Wow, Sakura, watch where you're going. How could you? If Sumire saw us together, she'd be thinking something's going on. How could you? See what's helping out. Mike, it technically is a visual novel / RTS game / dating sim. It's an interesting genre, but I like it a lot. It's really cute. Please take it easy. Yeah, so just let me know. Gotta be nice. The feminine bar is up. Later, Sakura-san. She's doing things. Alrighty, let's see. VIP entrance, let's check that one out. Yeah, this game's interesting. I think I mentioned it reminds me a lot of, what was it? It reminds me a lot of Fire Emblem, when they went to the awakening phase with Fates, and then, yeah, Fates and 3 houses. It definitely gives me that vibe of games. Yay, give me some bromiers. Bromides or whatever. Let's see, how is it? Like I said, this is not the stream game you want to stream straight, unless people just want to sit and watch, but a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. Got 33 viewers, so that's good. The point is just to show off the fan translation and all their good work, so... If anybody has questions about it in the chat, definitely let me know too. I can clear some stuff up and talk a little bit more about it. Where to next? Tsubaki, you seem to be in a good mood today. Yay. What makes you happy? I'm gonna flatter. Flattery is always... What the come on, my feminine bar is all the way around. All the way up there. Come on, that was pretty... How is that not manly, being flirty? That's like a manly thing, right? Yeah, Yuri is bae. She actually is one of my favorite side characters. She is very cute and nice. Yeah, it's a weird combination. It's not a feminine man. It's cool versus... Oh, okay. I'm guessing I'm on the cool side of it if I'm the pink. The bleeding flirty. Which one is most like me? I wonder if that's a hint to a mechanic. I wonder if it's a mechanic hint. I wonder if it's a mechanic hint that I should be doing that. Too bad the game didn't tell me about that mechanic hint or hint about it a little bit strongly, or maybe I'm just oblivious. The chat and the commenters will let me know if I'm one of the two. Wait, no, it's not time. It's not time! I'm early. Oops, I didn't mean to go to the manager office. Match your pink crown on Discord. Bro. I did not greet everybody, so I'm a bad member. Look at my feminine bar is so big. Very, very pink. I do like the pink though. Close, yay! We're waiting for you to finish talking. Move back to your room. Would you like me to accompany you? Sorry. Going with Irish this time, sorry. Are there any polygons in this game? No. Sadness. Sorry, Sakura, I need to give her some time. Give her the Irish time. Make her happy because she was sad and lonely. She has no friends. All the polygons. Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it. They have a lot of 3D, like, visual arts when they're doing the super moves, which I think is a kind of a cool room. Okay, so this is going to be the first example of the lip system. So it took a little bit, but this will actually show a little bit more, a little bit on how to do like some of the cool stuff with that, and sort of showing the delays and like the speed, timeliness of it. Oh sweet, welcome party! I would have never guessed that. Yay, welcome party! Yay! So this one's kind of an interesting mechanic. We showed a little bit off on the demo for Soccer Wars it's on the channel somewhere. I'll probably put it in the video description of the demo for Soccer Wars 2. Better change and hurry up. Alrighty, here we go. Got a uniform. Get undressed carefully. We have to actually rush this one, actually, because he's naked. Let's see. Oh, shirt. There is some fight that could happen if you don't hurry up. We'll open the door. You're still in your underpants. So yeah, there's stuff like that that happens. So yeah, that's I think it's like really funny is that stuff like that can happen if you run out of time. I probably just ran out of time, but like you can actually do stuff like that where you can just run out of things to do. But yeah, no, it's really funny in that regards. Sorry about that, I need to check some. But yeah, no, it's yeah, we'll see how much time we have left. We got a little bit. We'll see how far we can get. I'll try to get to the end of the first chapter. I'm not sure we'll be able to show off gameplay, like of the actual thing, the gameplay portion of that, like the RTS elements, but we'll show off a lot of the fan translation, which I think is a little bit more of the important side to show off, but I'd like to show off maybe do another version with the gameplay of it. So we'll figure that out. Welcome to the Flower Division. Yay, party time. Bailey, I said, if anybody in the chat, I know Trekkies is in there, if you want to maybe clarify anything or like talk about something about the project, I think that'd be pretty cool. Or if anybody wants to say anything about it, I'd be down to ask and answer questions. Whoa. Can I be together all the time now? Yay! Welcome back. We've missed you. Got GT77GT in the chat. It's cool. Is this secret game in the comp? No, actually, no. It actually, the Soccer Wars was not entering the competition. Unfortunately. So unfortunately, that is the case for that. Unfortunately, but the secret game, I believe they're still hiding it. I believe it was the Shenmue when he showed off the Shenmue and the thing that we showed off. I'm sure they can enter next year, which will probably be really good as well. So, oh, new member. So this one's kind of funny. This is seeing girl from Italy. I hope you'll get along with her. This part's pretty funny. Let's try to be friendly. Yeah, Tracy said we were aiming to hit the 4th, which was the original Japanese release date, but we just couldn't finish the playtesting in time. And like I said, I do appreciate that you guys made sure to be thorough on it and didn't rush it. I know that it sucks to give this competition, but I'm glad that you guys got out when you got it out when you guys were happy with it being out. It's sometimes not the best to be able to rush it out. So I'm really happy that you took your time with it, and I'm sure it's 100% worth it from what I've played of it so far. So thank you very much for doing that. Uh-oh. We introduced a new character, Orihime, a Japanese Italian. I do like how the accent definitely sounds not Japanese, which I think is kind of cool. Like, it sounds like they don't natively speak Japanese, which I think is kind of neat. Or the pronunciation is slightly off. Oh, she's a very, very sweet member. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Yuri Tsubaka, they handled the field work. Yay, we're all friends. It's not gonna be friendly. Let's go casual. Actually, let's not do anything at all. I want to see what happens. I just want to see what happens. Like I said, this is a fun thing. There actually is that's what I like about the game. There's an option not to enter anything. So we're just doing the wrong choices. Oh, wow. I'm gonna spoil it though. Is that there's actually really no option. She is gonna be very rude to you if you pick no matter what it is. She does not like Japanese men at all. I'm not gonna spoil. There's a reason why. You'll see if you play the game. Obviously, you want to play it. The floor is made out of grass. Tatami, yay, tatami, tatami. I've actually never. I really kind of want to land to tatami mats. I actually heard they were really comfy. Japanese live like they're the top of grass. How strange. Wow.
ボロっちいしもういろいろ最低って感じ。
Homie went out and touched grass. Quite literally, she touched grass, the tatami mats. I think a lot of the tatami mats though are like synthetic now. I don't think it's actual grass. Though I could be wrong. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time I've been wrong about that.
ローマの劇場に出てたの？
You've been on stage in Rome?
ええ、ローマだけじゃなくてヨーロッパ中の超有名な劇場。
Europa.
いつも超前にしてたのです。うわあ、すごいですね。
Yay. He's just trying to be friendly now. Uh-oh.
親身にねえ。
I was here for me, you say. Uh-oh. Here we go.
私、もうお部屋に帰らせてもらいます。
Wow.
これ以上付き合ってられません。
Okay.
織姫さん、どうしたんですか？
It starts out with heavy drama in the beginning of it. It's really funny.
ここにいても退屈だから帰るだけです。
He bored me is all I'm going back. Wow. Nothing but friendliness.
日本の男とこれ以上お話ししても時間の無駄です。
Man, isn't wow.
お先にして
I think she literally said muda desu. I think she basically said it's pointless to talk, like useless. I totally didn't know that because muda is Dio's line from JoJo. I'll chase after her. I actually don't think I'd do that. I totally don't know because I'm a weeaboo, I promise. I study Japanese, I swear, guys. My Japanese I totally didn't learn from anime and games, I swear to God. I'm not a weeb, guys, trust me. I think, so do you think she had that much chance talking to General Yoneda since he's a Japanese and male? Honestly, I think she's smart enough not to do that because he's a superior officer. Because I think it's just like, I think she's like very like, okay, I'll be nice to you or like, I'll work for you to be cooperative, but I'm not gonna be, you know, to do the service, but I'm not gonna, you know, gonna like be friendly to you, like go out of my way to be casual, which I think makes sense. Pretty worried after you got angry and stormed off like that. Mr. Ensign, I would not like for you to misunderstand. I don't have any intent to become a part of Flower. Wow, okay. Why are you here then? Italian. None of you are worthy of more than... Okay. That's great. What you say? Don't call me a Mr. Ho-Ho, that's not nice. Oh, sorry, I just heard someone outside. And so when it comes to Japanese yourself... Uh-oh. She's like, talk to the hand! You peel... I don't know what that... I guess that just means goosebumps in Italian? Don't talk to me. Ogami, you talk to the hand. To the theater. Yeah, I actually tried different paths that I haven't tried in the previous runs. It's actually really cool to see these different dialogue options. And just shows how replayable this game is and how much crazier it must have been to, you know, be able to get this sorted out. Okay, I think, oh, sweet, we got a lot of slots to save. Even this one. That'll be our other gameplay save. Alright, so unfortunately guys, that's about all the time we have to show off to the game. I'll see if I can go on and do another stream and do like the actual like game portion of it. But unfortunately for today we have to head out, so I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for the team for making this game translated and playable in English. And of course you guys for watching and supporting us and the translators, because this is an amazing project and it is just fantastic that we finally have both Sakura Wars games in English on the Saturn and the mainline series. So thank you guys for watching. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.